Hi everybody. My next question is, why do people die young, and especially in non-accident related situations like disease or random medical tragedies? That is a really good question. Why do we die at all is a real good question. So when a soul is deciding what it wants to learn, when it comes down to this situation, this experience, this classroom in a body, it goes into a complicated process, I believe, of interacting with many advisors, looking at what it wants to learn, how it wants to learn it, where the soul may have been in the past, what experiences it's already accumulated, and what it wants to achieve moving forward. And in another video I talked about there's usually a twofold purpose for incarnating on planet Earth. One is for the soul to work on itself, learn and grow, and expand in light and reduce fear overall. And the second one is usually to help in some way. Help the planet, help humanity on the planet, contribute something as an individual soul in a body. So if we follow that theory of why we come here, then it kind of makes more sense why we might leave in unique ways. Oftentimes, once again, we are serving ourselves as well as serving others in the way we leave, how we leave, and when we leave. So if we look at it from that kind of continuum, then a strange illness coming up, or a quick crossing over, as I like to call it, or passing, can definitely be part of a soul's plan, even though the human part doesn't realize that. So once we incarnate, we get grounded in this existence, right? We slowly grow up, our brains develop, our nervous systems develop, and with that we have increasing thoughts, increasing perceptions. We're taught certain things about being in this reality or in this life, and we hold on to those things. We believe those things. We agree with those things because that's the only thing we can remember knowing since this existence started. We probably have lots of memories from before, but that's part of being in this classroom. We don't always remember everything before, because if we did, we probably wouldn't focus too well down here on what we're doing. To a point, we have to not know or really just not remember so that we can go through this play, not calculating, not cognitively ready to act on something. So if I told you, for instance, next week you're going to come into a whole lot of money, you would start thinking now about, oh my gosh, what would I do with all that money? And maybe you would come to some conclusions that don't fit with next week, even though it doesn't seem that far off. Maybe it has to do with how the money comes to you or what other circumstances. So you're thinking, maybe I'm getting this money because I won the lottery, or, I didn't get a lot of refunds on my taxes or something like this. When in actuality, a relative of yours crosses over, and that's how you get the money. Now the feeling state around receiving this money changes probably a whole lot. Maybe what you would do with this money changes based on that new information. So I really believe that so much of what we experience in life, if we knew it was coming or if we knew about it ahead of time, we would sort of mess it up in the sense that we would get ready to do certain things, or we would think or feel certain things that weren't really on par or in line with the experience our soul wanted to create, wanted us to have. And I think even crossing over applies to that. So oftentimes our soul is preparing to cross over, and we in our humanness may not know that at all. Although some people do get get a real strong feeling, especially right before their death. But they may not think they're crossing over. They may just feel something different or something weird, if they're not ill or that sort of thing. So it varies widely, both. We are very unique. We are very unique. So although we have common, similar experiences of crossing over, once again, how we do it, why we do it, when we do it, with whom we do it or don't do it, is all very unique to our spiritual path, to what we're trying to learn. So whether we have what we consider in our humanness a long life, I lived till I was 95. Okay, that's a long life, so it's kind of okay if you cross over after, being here for 95 years. But that's not necessarily in line with what soul thinks. Soul may just want to come down here for a couple of years, or 25 years, or have a very distinct purpose in coming here. The soul came to enlighten or awaken or connect with some other folks, and as soon as that goal is met, they're ready to move on to their next, whatever they're doing, their next experience, their next agreement, their next assistance that they may provide somewhere else. Although some souls will cross over and come pretty quickly back down into a new body, a new family, a new culture, a new experience. So it just depends. Some souls rapid cycle. Some souls come down here infrequently. Some souls never come down here at all. So, but you may have noticed there's a whole bunch of folks down here right now, and a lot of that has to do with the enlightenment process or the ascension that is going on the planet. This is a huge universal experiment and experience going on, and so many souls wanted to be present for this. Once again, learning and growing individually, as well as collectively being a part of something that's really avant-garde, really unique, to basically enlighten while still in the body, apparently is not something that's happened a lot in this universe, or maybe others. And so everything I'm understanding is this is very rare, and so a lot of souls are clamoring to be down here and be part of this kind of big spiritual party, although it doesn't always feel like a party in our human experience. So hopefully this has answered that question, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.